Okay, this is starting very bad, but let's see. Are we getting back to the saddle? What happened here? I have to be very careful with my voice, so this will come back if anybody is still hanging there. I had to stop my reading because I got immense like a coughing attack. Like I was like vomiting almost. Like I got such a big coughing that I couldn't continue. It made me think that this whole pile is about dark. I mean, of course I'm sick, but still, sometimes the darkness is indeed, you have to be silent about something because it's safer for you to be silent. And the rabbit knows that sometimes hiding is better than being in the spotlight. Sometimes the darkness is healing, like you should not tell about everything. You don't go to dig too deep because it can hurt you, the information or the words even. Still, we have here heroic, reaching out to you, adventure, wild. We have here Throat Chakra. Hey, oh yes, Sandra, hope you're feeling better. Shadow, I was worried. Yeah, I was like coughing so much, and in the same time, I just heard my child even knocking the door because I've been away, and he was even needing my help. So I was like giving him more food. I had left him a buffet, but it was a good thing to have a break. But I was like, imagine how I got this coughing finishing. Like tell my own story. I was drinking directly from the bottle of olive oil because I had such a like dry throat. I was like going to the bottle of olive oil, like, okay, let me drink this because like, what can help me now? Sandra, I was also going all there, but anyway, take this as kind of like a, I don't know if I'm a witch, but like sometimes these kind of bodily feelings are connected to thing. So when you are talking about the hard truths, and I start to cough so much when I was reading this sentence. Why am I holding on to this person? So, and next question would be, am I dependent on this person? And I had to stop. So maybe this is really some question you have to, this is just related to this Otar rune, but it's really home. And Cancer moon, full moon is totally about the home issues. And this can be deep-rooted, hard stuff, really hard stuff, hard to talk about. Coughing in a witchy way means that something is very like here, the silent child, you cannot express something, it's too hard. And the questions were, what do I want in my, related to this rune, what do I want in my life? What makes me happy? What fulfills me? Why am I holding on to this person? Am I dependent on this person? So maybe these are the hard truth, the codependency coming to a light, kind of here with these rings, like, yes, it's a beautiful thing, but can be also like you have so much attached to these symbols. If it's going wrong something, then indeed resting, letting it rest is the best. Let the rest is the best. But so far I can talk again. Maybe we have to purify this air a little bit more with, I think I even start this whole reading with this imagined music. Let's have another like sound waves clearing this air again. And of course I was also drinking a lot of tea. I feel better, but I want to finish this reading. It's unfair to leave up in the air. This wolf is standing here. Things are getting maybe a little bit dangerous territory, but we will push through. The message was kind of here too somehow, that you should not give up. So I think now we have to go to the tarot card before I cannot speak anymore, so let's do it fast. I might be having difficult to answer personal question now because it might happen that stop. Let's put a little bit space here. But yeah, sometimes speaking your truth can be risky, can be really feeling like you don't have air. It can be part of this realization that this is a serious thing. It's not like a light issue, healing the throat chakra. It can be really feeling like it's very similar to this color actually. Yeah. It's almost like this card. And let me see this here. So far I'm still able to. Sandra, I love you, Shadow. You are such a beautiful soul. God bless you more and more. Yeah. Only thing, like I learned my lesson, like I did 12 star signs. This was maybe bad for my health, so sitting in a cold room and so. We'll have a little break. I will come back next Sunday. I don't think I do any reading this week. I need the rest. I really need the rest. But I'm excited for you too to see this. Like so far, what I've been seeing today, it's a beautiful thing. We are in the paradise in the sense, like even getting the awareness of something can be feeling like paradise. Like you start to understand. It's like an amazing feeling. You start to see the big picture. Like the eagle in the second pile, there was like all this overview of situation. It's beautiful to fly above the storm clouds and see like, oh wow, I can see the big picture. I can see until the sea. I can see everywhere. Okay, so now we have, remember that you are air. Observe, breathe, focus, and decide. Remember that you're water. It came immediately here. So cry, cleanse, flow, let go. Maybe the feelings are very on the surface. The card came immediately. Then remember that you are earth, ground, give, build, heal. Remember that you are fire, burn, tame, adapt, ignite. Let's leave this here. Air is 9 of Wands, very Sagittarius card. If I was already connecting before to Sandro's energy, here we have the Sagittarius card again. 9 of Wands, burning all your sticks, giving all you got, being like very dedicated to finish something that you started. I read this one here. I'm risking all the time. If the coughing starts like it started last time, it doesn't stop. So then it's really like, let's hope it doesn't go that way. I can read this still. Breathe and rest for a while. Yes, it's almost like a message for me. Yes, Andrew, we both are connected strongly. Yeah, we are getting here messages that you need to hear, even hard messages. Breathe and rest for a while. This comes obvious in this reading. This will prepare you for the ultimate battle, whether it be internal or in work or relationships. You will find new direction and unexpected possibilities that surprise even those who know you well. Courage, determination, and knowledge of the world and yourself will help you win. It's almost like this speech for the warrior for the final battle and having a little rest. In the Olympics also, like the champion needs to have a massage and all the thing to be ready for the next chapter. So this is here. Yes, it's getting very spiritual. 111 in my clock now. Maybe it had to be this way, that you have to hear this message just like here. Thank you, universe, for this beautiful message. Yeah. It's coming in the right time. Maybe I had to cough to come here and drink from the olive oil bottle to come you just to deliver this message in the right time. Here on the mountaintop, the monk, the monk. This is really like a monk color, like really, you know, this kind of Dragon Ball Z. This looks like that guy. What is the name of the Dragon Ball Z? Like it's really look like that. No, he is here with this wolf. Okay, then we have the water. 9 of Cups, but this is a little bit obese. I don't want to be saying anything bad, but this is a bad side of the wish fulfillment. too many drinks. Okay. It's kind of like a gluttony has happened here. Too much wish fulfillment. Too much medicine. Too much bottles. It's almost like me going to kitchen, like getting... Is the olive oil bottle even showing here? Oh my god, is it? No, this is more like a medicine bottles here, but yeah. I also was trying to medicate myself just now. Yeah, aligned. 9 of Cups is usually positive, but this wish fulfillment now went something wrong. So maybe, again, Chandru situation, we get the truth. That makes me here, but I deliver it to you. The achievement of what you hope for is only partial. You will get more and better by leaving vanity, attachment to matter, and excessive expectation to those less noble than you. Perhaps you have wanted too much and cared superficially about human relationships to the detriment of your goal. So this is this kind of Cancer full moon emotional moment that accept your losses, where you went wrong, where you went to excess. Excess is indeed bad. Not to go into excess, wish fulfillment in excess. Something went bad here. Then we have the earth, and you have to remember you are this water. Excess water, maybe excess feeling of something in relationship that was detriment to your goal. Remember that you are earth, ground, heal, and build, and we got the negative 3 of Cups as well. So these would be positive friendships, but now we got something to heal for sure. The vase is broken. The friendships are maybe broken, maybe even what is such a holy thing about even a relationship is like it should be based on a good friendship. When the trust is broken, even the main friendship between these people are broken. There will be difficulties with all those with whom you have ties that were already inside, in slight crisis. Wait, I'm gonna read this again. There will be difficulties with all those with whom you have ties that were already in slight crisis. Be very careful in a couple of family. Avoid misunderstandings and hasty decisions. There may be ruptures at work or with those who had your trust. Face the problems that are arising. Let's ask you to ground, to not to be like too shaken about this. Then we got still in the fire is the ice age. This has been showing up in some reading that ice is melting. You got it negative. So you got it like you are in this ice cube. Cold, cold, cold. Siberia wind is blowing. Analysis paralysis. Maybe Chandru indeed. Sadly, this is showing what has been going on. Good thing is that there is this kind of like a Dragon Ball Z person here ready to tackle the ideas with the mind. You are like figuring it out. But with other elements that you are, water, excess emotion, excess, like a, let's say, broken ties, that could be usually like a, if you think about this analogy of a tree, like some people are leaves blowing away in the wind, not resting with you in all the seasons. Some people are like branches breaking in the hard moment, and you should navigate towards the roots. And here you see the leaf are blown away. Branches are also kind of like a not so strong. Roots, Paul and Cup are pointing out to the roots. You have to navigate to the people who are like roots in your life. Roots. Those are your people. To hold your ground well. But the Ten of Swords, it could be really a mental agony. But end of a relationship, of course, is always end of a relationship. The Ten of Swords is end of something. The darkest night of the soul. Maybe I show my own cards. I don't know if I've shown it in any readings, but maybe now I feel I have to show it soon. So I have all the cards designed, but let me read it first. Sandro, yes, I have been going through such heavy emotions for the past 10 days and having severe headache for 5 years. Yeah, and here we have the headache situation. The cold eyes, your inside eyes. So there was even a negative eyes. But I hope this is healing to see these shadows. You know, I always say, like, I let your shadow meet your light so you can be whole again. So at least give this kind of like awareness to this. Like, yes, I'm going through this. I'm sitting inside an ice cube. It's cold in Siberia. It's like I'm like, if I'm here like a monk on a mountain top, I was a little bit too much in this Everest that I got into this ice cube and nobody's gonna rescue me. Like, it can be feeling of helplessness here. How did I end up here? What happened? Like, my fire is completely like me holding these two hands that is in some mantra means like the masculine and feminine is unite. This person is holding the sacred union of the masculine and feminine together here, but completely freezing. It's almost like if there would be fire, it would be really hard to keep alive inside of this ice cube. Even I know in Finland we can have ice candles and there can be like a good shelter. If you make an ice candle, you can put the candle inside, but still the person is like a candle inside. But seeing yourself as this, maybe the healing can happen that it is hard to keep the fire alive here. It's very hard circumstances. The word that would teach you the most is change. Renew your vitality, refresh your mind, change the places you usually go and the people you always associate with. Patience and careful reflection will help you overcome stagnation, fear, and lifeless habits. So this is like you got the lifeless habits. This will be the turning it around, the ice starts melting. Oof, that's in your fire. And if it's Sagittarius here listening this, or anybody fire sign, it can be, okay, this is a very winter season. Always positive is to know that human relationship or emotions go also with the season. So if you are experiencing this extreme winter now, after that is spring, but you have to go through this winter, and maybe this is in your fire, like kind of in the earth. The sun is coming back eventually. There is more light each day, and the ice will smelt eventually. But I hope this line is not like a bad. Anyway, now I promised to show my card, what I designed of this part, because of course I had to think about how would be the dark night of the soul looking like. And it is this only oval, Harry Potter oval has shown up in here with the black rabbit who is in another card too, but here is like getting captured by this oval. The dark night of the soul is a journey into light, a journey from your darkness into the strength and hidden resources of your soul. Caroline Miss has said this. I'm just looking like, is this really, I hope it's not cutting this whole thing. Sandro said, yes, that's correct. It's winter and I have to go through it, yeah. So this could be also like, in this card shows also like in classic Ten of Swords, that the dawn is rising. The darkness is gonna end. Even this owl is kind of coming with the sharp feet to capture the sun is here. The sun is here. The owl is kind of coming. And this rabbit is very much afraid. I'm gonna get killed. I'm gonna get captured by the owl. Ah! A rabbit can't sleep. Maybe that's the headache even. Anyway, I hope my line is good, because I see this line, this screen freezing sometimes. So anyway, this is in your fire. To remember that the dawn will rise again, but oh my god, this is so aligned, this card. Oh my god, like This is of course second part, somebody can look from the beginning. I talk about the rabbit here. Your card is darkness. I talk about the darkness and the rabbit, and that this is like the rabbit of the Ostara connected to the O of the Otala. And here we have the rabbit again in my card. So, wow, there is really synchronicity here. The darkness is here. Same way. It is this. It was pointing out before I even pulled the cards. It was already here. If you pick this deck, pick this pile, you were knowing kind of from the first card already what's coming. It's coming this. Ten of Swords. End of relationship. Time alone to reflect. End of some cycle. Something here is still, the fight goes on. But let's have now the message from the wolf. So, message from the wolf. Shekinah 6. I'm glad I'm still here because my coughing was very bad before. Yeah, end of my karmic cycle, says Chandru. Yeah, this could be like it comes to an end. So there is like at least this. Here is 9 in the feeling. Here is 10 in the fire. Fire is often like a life force. 3 in your earth. But remember the roots. And here the ones of course grow from the. It's like a living wood. Living passion, and keep going. It was message here like don't give up. The spiritual worlds want to help you resolve your worldly concerns. It is safe for you to rely on spirit as a loving, protective, helpful and practical presence, able to positively affect all areas of your life, including facilitating the resolution of physical problems. Do not limit your spirituality to concepts. Instead, apply your higher knowledge and principles, grow your wisdom, and live your path. Acknowledge your value as a person, as a soul. Treasure the gift of your path and let your spirituality integrate with all facets of your life. I have a feeling I don't read longer this because my voice cannot handle more. This is beautifully bringing this together. I do usually ask people to ask me questions, but I think like now I have to put this boundary, like I cannot possible to do it because I am almost again coughing here. I'm glad if you could look this reading and you got something out of it. If you did, give me a like, subscribe if you already didn't. I so much wanted to give you a psychic reading today, but I think if I start doing it, I might start coughing. So one person just wanting to have one card, that my love card, that I could do. Yes. Chandru, you want to have a love card? To close this thing? Yes or no? That's the only thing I think I'm able to do this moment, but I cannot do longer reading. Love card. Who wanna have? Who is raising a hand to wanna have this kind of whisper of angel? This pile had Scorpion, send me an angel. Here I am in the land of morning star. So I think somebody here need this. If possible, yesterday. Okay, health comes first, yes. So I give you this. And we have here relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for change. And the number is 32. I think this is very much for some through what you're going through. It is a strong thing to realize that something is not right. and willing to change it. And then also part of this kind of thing is to look back 5 years ago, who you were then and who you are now. Then you start to see, like with time, you start to see time is the best teacher. You start to see like possible, maybe you're a deeper person now, maybe there is something has happened already and is happening, that this change is needed. But it takes strength to recognize the need for change. I'm gonna read until I can, because if I start to cough, I do stop. So let's see. Yeah, in the paradise, we are trying to heal. Consider the patterns that drive you to attract certain people into your life. You may find the next person you meet has similar qualities to your last partner. This is what you are energetically attracting. Once you learn the lesson, you will be able to attract healthier outcomes. It may be helpful to share the disappointment or pain from the past, whether from your current relationship or another period in your life. Be honest with yourself and address situations as they happen. Acknowledge that you can no longer stifle your feelings. Know your strength and your triggers. See your past relationship as opportunities to grow and figure out what makes you happy. You have a better chance at lasting relationship when you have self-awareness. Avoid idolizing past relationships, as they can hold influence over future outcomes. Love will not magically make you feel worthy or happy unless you have achieved those values for yourself. A beautiful woman holds a hand mirror. She looks down at irises and a maiden playing a harp. The purple irises depict wisdom and power. It is time to cool through residual emotions of past relationship. It is time to break your precedents. The harp is about striking a chord of truth in yourself. What a message. Very similar to what made me even cough in the first place. Sandro say, I need that good news that is coming fast towards me. Hopefully, yes, when I change. I think you have to handle this shadow side of yourself, that something has been there. But there's this concept you could read, shadow attack. When we are not tending to our darker parts or some inside of us, like needs, they come hunting us and like striking us and wanting to be part of us, and then the means are like not the most healthy. So when you are like tending to those needs, you are more whole and complete. Sandro, I heard that twin flame is tough journey. Am I going through it? Yes, it's a possibility. There is this pile has twin flame love. Trust me, I'm yours forever. The lovers. So I mean, maybe you have just a lot of lessons to learn, but maybe you have to listen really this relationship pattern message, because this is asking something has to change really. But I think now I will end here, because I'm risking to start coughing again. But I find it was really aligned, these cards, this rabbit and this owl here, very similar. Owl is of course very wise spirit animal. You could look for that kind of spirit animal guidance in your life in the symbological way. Usually our subconscious mind is working through symbols, so I don't know what the rabbit and the owl hold you, but that's here. Okay, thank you for watching, and bye. I have to stop now.